Welcome, Democrats. Liberals want death. They want destruction. They want abortion. You get abortion. You get abortion. She get abortion. Everybody get abortions. First of all, let's go back to Planned Parenthood. Well, Planned Parenthood started by this woman named Singer. Her goal was to exterminate all the black people. What better way to exterminate black people than abortion? Kill them before they're born. Kill them at birth. And that was the whole goal. That's literally the whole goal of Planned Parenthood, is to destroy, is to kill black people. And lo and behold, Roe versus Wade is struck down in the Supreme Court. And a majority of these Planned Parenthoods are in black communities or urban centers. Urban, just another word for a bunch of black people live. Which is ironic, because if you see all these liberal and democratic women marching, mainly white women, but you don't see a whole lot of black women marching, even though majority of these Planned Parenthoods are in black communities. Why? Why do you think that is? Why do you think majority of these marches are white women? Because if abortion really did benefit black women, don't you think black women would be the forefront of this? There's absolutely nothing beneficial about abortion. Unless, of course, you're raped and it's your life depended on it. But most of these bitches get abortion, got it because they slept with a man they met at the club. So most abortions are due to bad decisions. And of course the liberals push it. Why? Because they don't care. They would much rather their base kill themselves. And they know most white women are going to push it. Because they themselves don't care about whether black people die or live. I mean, just look at the, okay, let's look at all the Black Lives Matter protests. Liberal, Democrats, right? If they truly cared about black lives, don't you think they would be implementing laws and passing all sorts of amendments to protect black people if they truly cared about black people? They don't care because, I mean, black people automatically vote Democrats. Like over 90% of black people vote Democrats and been voting that way for the past, 10, 15 years with nothing in return. Black people are so loyal to the liberals and Democrats. It's almost like they don't care about themselves. How are you so loyal to someone who does absolutely nothing for you? They've promised nothing, and they've given nothing for the past 15 years, yet black people continuously vote for these people. Black people are the democratic prostitutes, and the Democrats are the pimps. Right? So mentally brainwashed into voting to their detriment. The question is, why is that? I mean, I'm not a Republican. I'm not saying vote for Republicans. But I'm saying, why are black people so loyal to the Democratic Party? when the Democratic Party has shown them absolutely no loyalty. I mean, the Asian community got a bill passed, and they have some of the lowest voting turnouts. But yet the Democrats went to bat and got a bill passed for them. They hadn't passed any bill for the black people. Their loyal base, nothing. I mean, they voted a guy into this as president that has shown such disdain, that created laws that destroyed their communities, and yet they still voted him in. Black people are like battered wives when it comes to the Democratic Party. I mean, look, when Hillary Clinton was running, there was this whole emo scandal about her telling her, don't promise and do anything for black people. And yet black people still voted a Democrat into office. You have to be, how mentally brainwashed are these people? They not care for themselves. Some of the worst cities in America are democratically run. And a lot of these Democrats are black. They don't do anything for black people because not doing anything for black people is the easiest thing to do. If they did decide to do something for black people, they would have to actually do some work. They have to put in the fight, put in the footwork, and to convince other people to pass laws and do their job. So what's the easiest thing to do for black people? Nothing. Because Democrats are so focused on immigrants. Why they're focused on immigrants? Because they, in their mind, they think if they pass laws that benefit immigrants, because immigrants are a fast-growing segment of the population, they figure, oh, they vote for Democrats. They vote for them. They support policies. That's why you see all these policies allowing illegal immigrants to get driver's license and benefits, Social Security, welfare, when many of these programs legal citizens don't even qualify for, or can't even qualify for, because they want those immigrants to replace black people, which is why they're pushing so hard for immigration. But what they don't realize is the majority of these new immigrants vote conservatively, because most of them are conservative. And logistically, if you look at it, most black people are conservative. But most of them aren't free thinkers. They think like sheep. Most black people just go along to get along. I mean, why? I don't understand why they don't even look at conservatives. Right? I mean, sure. I mean, there's out there somewhere, there's some conservatives who are conservative that have values that align with most black people. But then, where are they? I mean, we have a Democrat in the office who's... black people might as well not even exist to him. Every time we turn it around, the Democrats are giving black people their ass to kiss. And they sense that. They sense that black people are getting fed up. So they're turning to the immigrants. And that plan is not working. It's failing. So which is why they want Roe versus Wade. They want abortions. Because the less black people they have to deal with, the less they have to fight with. Because right now, black people are demanding reparations. They're demanding tangibles. And these Democrats are not willing to fight for those. So the easiest way is to ignore, benign neglect, stall, create useless policies that they know will go nowhere. And that is the Democrat Party. Black people are the Democratic Party's prostitutes. They know they can always rely on them. They're always going to vote for them, no matter what. And that's why majority of these black-run cities, Democrats, and they look like shitholes. So the fastest way the Democrats can eliminate black people is through abortion. Kill them at birth. Which is why they push abortion so much. Abortion doesn't benefit black people. And they say, yeah, well, black women has the highest abortion rates. They're most likely to die during childbirth. Why are black women most likely to die during childbirth? Not because they have more complicated pregnancies. It's because they receive less care at these hospitals. Most of these doctors, they don't value a black woman's word. Just like, for example, there was this black woman, I think it was in Chicago. She literally bled to death after having a baby because the doctors didn't, and the nurses didn't care for her. They had no respect for her life. They didn't believe her. In medical school, a lot of these doctors believe that black women can feel less pain. Like they have a high tolerance for pain, which is false. So it's not that black women have more complicated pregnancies. It's that they receive less adequate treatment and aren't treated like human at these hospitals. That's why more black women die during pregnancy. Got nothing to do with abortions. Some liberal myth that they throw in. Because black people are so gullible and they follow along just to get along. I used to drink the liberal juice. I voted for Clinton. But I think I voted for Obama this first term, but second term it was like, this ain't gonna work out. But the Democrats want abortion because they want to kill more black people. The more black babies that die, the less black people that grow into adults. Right? Joe Biden, the Democratic president, which majority of black people voted for, is the whole reason why a majority of black people are in prison for drugs. So what, like 70% of black people who are in prison are in there on drug-related crimes? And many of them were due to Joe Biden's policies. So, look at that way. It's another way to destroy black people. Tough on crime. Which they really mean, send more of these Negroes to jail. So they say if they can't do it with abortions, we'll put them in jail. And hopefully they die there. So, my word to black people, stop being prostitutes for the Democrats. And open your eyes, my brothers and sisters. These liberals are Nazis. And they want to kill you. They are wolves in sheep's clothing. I love you and good night.